The Great Pacific Patch. What is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch? The plastic soup, also known as garbage soup, Great Pacific Garbage Patch, or the Pacific Trash Vortex, is a completely covered area of marine debris particles located in the center of the North Pacific Ocean. It has a size about 1,400,000 kilometers square. That is why it's also called the seventh continent, because it's larger than many countries. Industrialization has resulted in a vast array of disposable plastic products, which generates huge amounts of trash. As the world's population grows, even more plastic garbage is thrown away. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is a result of commodities consumption. It's a giant floating dumpster in the Pacific Ocean that contains 3.5 million tons of trash. The Pacific Patch is actually two distinct areas. The Western Pacific Garbage Patch, located between Hawaii and Japan, and the Eastern Pacific Garbage Patch, which floats between Hawaii and California. Who discovered the Great Pacific Garbage Patch? It was discovered by oceanographer and boat captain Charles Moore. In 1997, oceanographer and boat captain Charles Moore was sailing his boat home to California after completing the Los Angeles to Hawaii Transcape sailing race. When Moore and his crew were sailing through the North Pacific Gear, one of the most remote parts of the ocean, they observed large amounts of plastic debris floating in the ocean. What is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch made of? 80% of debris in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch come from land. The rest come from the recreational boaters and large cargo ships, which drop about 10,000 steel containers of garbage in the sea each year. 90% of these trash is plastic. Plastic bags, packaging material, bottles, and fishing nets, to name just a few. 70% of these plastics sink to the bottom of the ocean, or to just below the surface. The rest floats and eventually washes up on our shores. Plastic waste is a major source of marine pollution and changes the chemical makeup of water. Plastic isn't biodegradable. The microbe that breaks down other substances don't recognize plastic as food, leaving it to float forever. Sunlight does eventually photodegrade the bonds and plastic, causing them to fragment. Unfortunately, this plastic debris is often mistaken for food by marine animals.
How does the Great Pacific Garbage Patch affect the ocean ecosystem? Albatross are frequently found with stomachs full of plastics. Plastic bags have been found blocking the breathing passages and stomachs of many marine species. Abandoned fishing nets and six-pack bottle rings tangle animals. Plastic releases toxins and acts as a chemical sponge. It concentrates many damaging pollutants found in oceans, including DDT. When broken into small pieces, plastic becomes microscopic. Toxic chemicals released by plastic are absorbed by tiny marine organisms and so enter the food chain. These chemicals then become much more concentrated than they will be in the surrounding water. As these plastics go through the food chain, the concentration of toxic chemical rises. Jellyfish eat toxic plastic pieces which are then eaten by larger fish. Toxic chemicals cause hormone disruption. In men, this leads to serious health problems including cancer immune system, damaged behavioral problems, and reduced fertility. What can we do about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch? The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is something that can be stopped with the source at the same time. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is also a problem too big and expensive for any one nation to solve alone. The Great Pacific Patch is a global concern that requires global solutions. What this means is that it is up to us. How long will this continue before man realizes the damage is irreversible?